In this lesson, I will show you how to create and render a highly complex interior space in a very simple way using AI, within just half an hour, or at most an hour. First, I want to briefly explain what is being requested from us. I want to show it with some photos. This is the kind of workshop we are aiming for. These are plastic injection machines, and there is a crane at the top. This crane is used to move loads inside the space. These are the reference photos provided to us, and we need to create a space like this. Now, if you try to model and create this space from scratch in 3D, it would take a lot of time and be very costly. However, let me first show you the drawing of the space as I thought about how to do this more easily. Look, this is our space, unit number 45. In this unit, there is a second floor, a mezzanine, which is the office area. The ground floor is the workshop. Initially, I created a simple 3D model of the space in under 5 minutes and determined my camera angle. This area will be the office, and machines will be placed on the lower part. I placed everything based on my own judgment. These don't have to be very realistic. In fact, you don't even need to place anything at all. I added these just to grasp the scale of the space. Later, a staircase will go here, and I added lighting based on my own preferences, creating a basic scene like this. As you can see, after rendering in just 5 minutes, I got a result like this. This will be the base that I will use because now I will use AI to place everything in the scene. Afterward, I generated a prompt with the help of ChatGPT. Let me show you the prompt. I gave these photos to ChatGPT, explaining that I wanted to create a space like this and asked it to write a prompt. It generated prompts like these for me. Using these prompts, I created spaces with FreePic Mystic. As you can see, the spaces generated by AI are really high quality, beautiful, and close to what I wanted, but we can't use them directly. If we use them as is, we won't achieve the desired result. For example, I wanted an office in the mezzanine, but it gave me something different. However, this gave me an idea. I thought about how the office section could be done based on this result. I liked this design very much, so I used it as a reference and modeled it in 3D accordingly. Then, for the lower sections, I gathered ideas about how the lighting could be. You can get a lot of ideas from these spaces, even if you don't have much knowledge on the subject. Anyway, I then downloaded all the photos and started editing. First, let me show you. I adjusted the colors to resemble the colors of the visuals I had created, like these. Then I used a photo like this. I found the most suitable visual from the renders I had made, which matched my camera angle best, and used it. I believe it was this one. I took it and placed it like this. All I did was to create a mask here, disable the layer mask, and this is the space. I created a mask here, enable it, and here's my mask. I removed the parts I didn't want. I didn't want the ceiling and wanted to see the far side, so I created a simple composition like this. Then I wasn't happy with the far side, so I thought I could use it as a shelf. I added a shelf here. These are all low resolution elements anyway, so they aren't very noticeable. Then I added a couple of palettes, as per the client's request, placing 2 or 3 load palettes, and I transferred the whole scene to swap air. As you can see, this is the visual. I worked on many different versions, but let me show you the final ones I worked on. I ensured the ceiling was correct, and I created a few visuals like this. You can see the model I selected here. For example, I selected a style from architecture, though I didn't like this one. I created several visuals using different models. In the end, I liked this visual, and you can see which model I used. Style 6 from the office section. I liked this model more. I did a scan like this and saved it in Ultra HD. Then I transferred this model here, and the interior of the windows, the office area, all turned out really well. However, I had an issue with the staircase. I checked if there was a staircase in the previous prompts I created. There was one here and another one somewhere around here. This one was quite nice, just what I wanted. I took it, placed it here, and composited it like this. Then I took the people from another visual I created in Magnific AI and added them here. You can add your own people as well, whether real or not. It doesn't matter. The point is, this was the final visual I used. I previously upscaled this visual, took the people from here, and you can composite them yourself as well. The important thing here is that after this compositing process, you need to smooth the layers using Air for SketchUp, and make sure to carefully adjust the low, medium, and high settings. In this case, I achieved good results with the low setting because I wanted some things to blend inside the windows. As a result, I created this visual and composited it here. I masked the wall as well. You can see that I removed this part for better accuracy and added the staircase on top. The last thing I did was to transfer it to Magnific AI and scale it up by 8 times. As you can see, this is the visual I got after scaling up by 8 times, and it turned out incredibly beautiful, resulting in the final outcome. My client was very pleased with the final result. Let me show you the final image. This is the final visual. The details are very realistic, as you can see, and the requested space turned out really well. The goal here is to show that such a space can be used for this purpose. Our objective is not to design a workshop, but to demonstrate that this space can be used in this way. This is the kind of interior render I produced. I am sure that if you use this technique, you will progress much faster in your future projects. I will definitely continue using this technique from now on.